United National Transport Union is threatening to take legal action against Prasa. It says the rail agency is not honouring a labour court wage agreement. The court ordered it to adhere to a multi-year 5% increase that it had agreed to back in 2021. However, the cash-strapped agency has failed to pay workers. And now UNTU says that Prasa must be held in contempt of court. But for more on this, I'm now joined by the union's General Secretary, Cobus Van Vuuren, this morning to give us some details and context as to where the problems exactly began. Cobus, a very good morning to you, and thank you so much for your time. I mean, where did your problems with Prasa actually begin? If you could just provide us with some context.
Good morning, and good morning to the viewers. In 2020, we entered into a wage agreement with Prasa. It was a 3-year agreement. So during the first year of the agreement, Prasa failed to implement the increases on the 1st of April in 2020. After much deliberation and fighting, we then threatened with labour court action, upon which Prasa then eventually paid the first year of the increases around about October, November in 2020. When the second year of the agreement came around in 2021, Prasa again failed to implement the increases. We then pursued action by the CCMA. However, that was very unsuccessful. The arbitration award that we got was unenforceable, as the citing of the assets and the properties was in the wrong address. We then pursued labour court action, and we eventually got the labour court action set down for the 1st of July in 2022, and we got the labour court judgment on the 20th of January this year, 2023. So that's the background to it, and that's where we're coming from.
Yeah. With that being said, I understand they already missed now the 2021 increases payment. That's an order by the court, and they missed that deadline by Friday. Did Prasa give reasons to this? Because they're actually in contempt of court.
Yeah, they are. So Prasa has been pleading poverty since the inception of time, just like Transnet. However, the labour court judgment is very clear. They had until yesterday afternoon to do the calculations of the monies owed to the employees and also to do payment. They have failed to do so, and we will be pursuing further action, which means contempt of court and writ of execution. Prasa has, in the meantime, also engaged with us and said they would like to have a meeting to discuss a payment plan. However, they have moved and cancelled this meeting on various occasions, and yeah, that's where we are at this point in time.
So at this stage, is there an extension to their deadline now? How's it looking in terms of any, I don't know, leeway they may have to get out of this mess in trying to at least honour this payment?
So the problem is that Prasa has been playing the delaying game consistently. So our members' patience has run out, so has ours. We will be proceeding with the legal action on contempt of court and writ of execution. And we are still open to have a meeting with Prasa to discuss how they're going to pay the employees. This money is owed to them. But in the meantime, we are pursuing and continuing with the legal action that is available to us.
Yeah. Cobus, I understand that here, according to your statement, you mentioned that two things are going to happen, if I may quote you. Some people are going to either get arrested in Prasa, or there will be assets that are attached. Those are your intentions, I suppose, to try and show how serious you are as a union, but also to get them to account that you will not let this go lying down.
That is correct. So those are the two available options to us. It's the contempt of court, which may lead to arrests, and also the writ of execution, which may lead to the attachment of assets.
Yeah, we talk of Prasa, but I mean, it's really the workers that are affected, right? And hence the fight with Prasa. What's been their reality at the back of this non-payment? What have they been going through since waiting on promises made by Prasa for this payment and no payment in sight?
I mean, you can imagine that the members are suffering tremendously. They haven't had any increase for about 2 years. And we all know what has happened to the cost of living, the petrol price of transport, medical over the last 2 years. It has skyrocketed. And our members are bearing the brunt of this. And this is merely as a result of Prasa's failure to honor a legal binding document and agreement. So our members are at the short end of this. They are suffering. And we as UNTU will do everything in our power to make sure that we do right by our employees and our members. And we will pursue all available avenues that is available to us to ensure that they actually get the monies that is owed to them.
And we'll leave it there. Cobus Van Vuuren, thank you so much for joining us and, of course, giving us clarity as to where you stand with Prasa at this moment with regards to, of course, the non-payment Prasa had promised and now being in contempt of court, UNTU saying they will commence with legal processes that will not let this go lying down. That's UNTU's General Secretary, Cobus Van Vuuren, joining us this morning.